Good morning. I hope everybody is fine. Now we are going to begin a new subject. This subject is going to talk about how we can support our children in school from two sides, educationally and psychologically. This subject, I hope, or I think that it's going to take around three episodes or three parts, each part or each episode from 15 to 20 minutes. I hope it's not going to be boring for you and you will enjoy it as much as I hope. We'll begin by psychological part, how we can support our children or our students in school psychologically. Well, at the beginning, we would like to say that always in school we do afford different kinds of workshop to our teachers to support them, to support our students psychologically from different aspects. For example, we made and we are going to make workshops about mobbing, bullying, sexual harassment, different special needs awareness. We talked about autism, ADHD, ADD, dyslexia. Some we already made, some we are going to have in the future, etc. All this is the aim is to prepare our teachers, which are already prepared, but to enhance, to empower their ability to deal with different situations. Of course, dealing with students, with human beings in general, is not an easy from psychological point of view, because we must be very sensitive, very caring, very intelligent. Some areas we can talk with them about, some areas we are not permitted, some areas it's preferred to deal with parents. So it's a very sensitive area, the psychological part. In addition to the workshops, sometimes we have individual psychological problems, which means that some students could have individual psychological problems. In such a case, teachers will deal, administration will deal, specialists in the school will deal with this problem, will ask the help of parents. It's different from one case to another, but in general, the most important thing in this subject that we are all must be very good observers to observe any kind of problems our kids maybe or our students maybe will have. This is or is already having, but he or she cannot express herself. So it's very important that we are as a teacher, we are as a staff in general, must be very good observers to observe the action, the behaviors of our students, their action, their reaction, how they are acting in general. They are sitting by themselves, they are talking, they are happy in general, they are sad, they are nervous, they are in everything. Because when we are very good observers, we are going to notice and to know any psychological problem that our student is maybe suffering from, and he doesn't know or he doesn't have the power to talk about, and he is not brave enough to talk about, or he is shy, or different things. So we are going to be the ones who discover those problems and talk with students or parents according to what is the problem. Nobody in the world is free from psychological problems. Of course, everybody has his own. The point is how to deal with it, and if there anybody to help them or not. This is the point. Also, in general, to care about our students' psychological health, all our teachers are dealing with all of our students as one. We are all the same. There is no there is no kind of discrimination between our students. For us as teachers or as staff, they are all the same. Nobody is better than other. Nobody is worse than the other. Of course not. We don't like somebody. We don't hate anybody. Of course, this is out of question. So they are all equal, and I think we talked about this earlier in another episode. But anyway, here I'm going to mention that even our look, because I think this was in Arabic. Yes. Okay. So discrimination means that I'm dealing with all our students in the same way, even my look, my touch, everything. My smile, I don't smile to one more than the other. I don't help one more than the other, etc. This is very important, because when students feel that they are equally in a fair way, it will help a lot. But the opposite, it will be vice versa. If students will feel that teachers are not dealing with them equally, this will be very bad. We will have a very bad effect, and we will have a lot of problems in such a case, because the student doesn't feel fairness or justice in the school. This is very important, very, very important, to avoid a lot of problems. And if we don't care about this point in particular, the students may suffer from some problems. So this is one of the very important rules to deal with our students from our side as teachers and as staff, to deal with all our students equally. Some students could be more sensitive than the others, which means maybe teacher or one of the staff will do anything, he or she as a teacher or staff doesn't mean anything, but from experience, that's why always I said we must be very good observers. From experience, I know that this kid or this student is sensitive, more sensitive than others, or he could understand situation wrongly. So in such a case, I must help him to come over this point. I explain as possible as can explain to him in a direct way, in an indirect way. I talk to the class as a whole. Anyway, we must take care of each single detail in our dealing with our students. Very important. When we know our students as person, their personality, their characters, etc., we are going to deal with them correctly. And this is the point. And this is going to make our work as teacher and as staff very easy, very easy. It's going to go and move smooth and nice, because already now we know how to deal with our students in the best way we can. So they are going to listen to us and anything we are going to say. Believe me, even at the beginning of the year, if we took some time just to build a good relationship between us and our students, it's very important. And this is not wasting of time. Even if we are going to lose 2, 3, 4 sessions, 5 sessions, after this, your work as teacher or as staff or whatever with students is going to move much faster than it's expected. So you are going to come over the time which maybe anybody will think that it was losing of time. No, it is not losing, but even if you think so, you are going to compensate it or come over this through the year, because now the link between you as a teacher and your student is opened. So academically, socially, if you are going to have a problem, and of course we are going to have a problem, it's going to move and work easy. This is very important. Psychological side is very important. Always we are the one who are responsible to build good relationship between us as teacher or staff and our students, and of course their parents. Well, this is from psychological point of view. How to help our students educationally, or in other words, how to support education in the school. This is very related to some terms which are inclusion support or addressing differentiation inside a class. Nowadays, not now, and since quite a long time, all over the world, we don't have any more certain classes for different diagnoses, which means before there were classes for ADHD, for OP, for ADD, for dyslexia, or maybe some schools for such diagnosis, or autism, or whatever, okay? But since long time and up to now, we have what we call inclusion education, which means that we have differentiation. We have different cases, different diagnoses. They are all sitting together inside the class, inside the same class, inside the same school. So, in such a case, when we enter any class, we are going to find normal ones, ADHD, ADD, dyslexia, autism, could be also slow learners, all, and etc. Of course, we have different kinds. All are sitting together. So, in such a case, the teacher is going to enter the class and find all those before him. So how he is supposed to deal with such differences we have. Of course, it's not an easy job, and also it's not a difficult one. Yani, nothing in the world is easy, nothing in the world is difficult. We just have to know how to deal with it. This is the point. If we know how, we are going to apply to this, and it will be very easy. I think I'm going to stop here. I will continue the next part in the next deposit. Just please, I hope I don't want to overload you. Thank you so much. Till the next deposit. Thank you, and goodbye.